I've been aligned with Marjorie and accused of believing a lot of the things that she believes in. I don't believe in this, just like I don't believe in Russian space lasers.
Are you a hard no?
Space lasers and all of this.
Two of the worst people in Congress are fighting, and sure, let them fight. But do you know what's really behind this? Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert are now at odds. The once power couple in the Republican caucus in the House are throwing barbs at each other, or trading barbs, exchanging barbs. I don't know what you do with barbs, but they're mad at each other and they're lashing out. Boebert said this at a recent Turning Points USA conference.
Are you a hard no?
Space lasers and all of this? No, I'm just saying we need to actually have an inside conversation and make sure that these promises are there.
Now she's singling out Marjorie Taylor Greene, throwing Greene under the bus for supporting Kevin McCarthy in his quest to become Speaker of the House. Boebert, along with Gates and a handful of other fringe Republicans, have refused to support him. So when asked about Greene's lack of support, Boebert went on the attack. She didn't dodge the question. She singled Greene out and started airing out her dirty laundry. And when people first became aware of these things, like the space lasers conspiracy, or her anti-Semitic comments, or all of the conspiracy theories she's peddled throughout the years, Boebert was nowhere to be found. Boebert wasn't out there attacking Greene. She stood with her. But now when it comes down to the race for the speakership, now she's airing out that dirty laundry, and you have to ask yourself why. And I'll explain why, but we have to consider first that Lauren Boebert might have some of the worst political instincts in Congress. This is someone who barely just won her race in what should be a safe seat for Republicans. That is historically a safe seat in Colorado, and she barely won by 500 or so votes. She is by no means in a safe position to start taking fringe stances, but she's all in. She's all in on some of the most fringe things in the Republican caucus in the House.
You know why the American people like Congress less than cockroaches, root canals, and Nickelback? Because of political garbage like this. Even Tony Montana would be ashamed, embarrassed, and disgusted at what's happening right now. All across America, moms and dads are pissed off. And if you want to get something accomplished, get a group of pissed off moms together, because we will make sure that we have the results that we want. Despite being called domestic terrorists by the Attorney General of this country, that's a special level of basement incompetency.
I think that reflects how a lot of these fringe Republicans have really been radicalized over the years. Their love and engagement with these types of conspiracy theories and stances, it certainly gives them positive feedback online among other fringe people, and they're letting that affect how they behave as a politician. I mean, if she really wants to single out McCarthy and take this stance, good luck getting help from other House Republicans when you're up for re-election in 2 years, because you're going to need that help. If this election was any indication, you're going to need a ton of help. But hey, on the Marjorie Taylor Greene point, why is she doing this? Why, if she was allied with people like Gates and Boebert for years, why is she now opposing Kevin McCarthy's quest for speakership? And it all goes back to her conspiracy theories. You might remember in 2021, when Media Matters dug up a ton of her past comments, including that space lasers conspiracy, she was removed from committees in Congress. Now, that's one thing that you can go back to your district with and say, hey, I'm on this committee, I do X, Y, and Z for you, I'm doing good work on your behalf at this highest level in Congress. She was stripped from all of her committees. I guarantee that he won her support and he won her vote because he told her if she votes for him, she'll be back on those committees. Guaranteed. And that really seems to be absent in a lot of the coverage. They're framing this as a catfight and two friends pitted against each other. But it really just boils down to Marjorie Taylor Greene's desire to be back on those committees. She got egg on her face. To an extent, some members of her own party turned against her in 2021. Now she wants to get back in their good graces, and this is what she has to do. And this really reflects how some of the most fringe and radical politicians, how they're ultimately motivated by self-preservation. For most of the stuff they say, they really don't care, and they don't truly believe in it, because nothing will get in the way between them and power.